Hello, welcome to So Make. This is Donna. I wanted to show you my new art journal page. This is the perfect size art journal from Art by Marlene. I'm just picking out a new sheet to work on today. These are great because you can take these sheets, they're about 300 GSM. You can take the sheets out and they've got a really good weight to them, so you can use all sorts of different mediums on them. So just putting that away and getting the new stamp set out. A really useful stamp set. It's got a great selection on there. You've got words and different shapes. So just taking that out and deciding which shape to use. Having a look, there's some really nice kind of dotty ones, and this is what I choose to use. And I'm going to be using some plain white embossing powders. So I'm using this the pouch, which takes away the static and stops the embossing powder sticking to places on your page that you don't want it to. So I've used some embossing stamp there, and I'm just going to stamp in various different places. This is going to be clouds, so I'm basically making kind of some of those white fluffy clouds that we see during the summer period usually. And I'm using the white embossing powder, so I'm going to sprinkle that over my page. It's a bit hard to see white and white, but hopefully you can just about see it dripping off there. And just sticking to that embossing stamp fluid and using a heat tool to kind of set that. I always think that's a really magical process on the heat tool. So watercolours here, lots of the different blues from the Art by Marlene watercolour paint set. And I'm just building up the colour, so I've put down a water base, so some plain water, and I'm just building up those blues and taking off any paint on top of the embossed areas, just as I say, to give the idea that there's some white fluffy clouds in the sky. So building up that blue into a lovely blue summer sky. And here I am looking through the new medium page. Some really great images in here to use. I love this collage book. So it's a cut and paste collage book. So you choose the page and then you essentially cut out the pieces that you're looking for your artwork. So I kind of cut out that poppy lined road. And I'm going to be sticking it down again using some clear medium paste from Art by Marlene. So just choosing where to put that, and I'm putting the paste on top as well. So I wasn't quite sure at first, do I use the beach huts or do I use the homes? I think in the end I decided to use the homes, and I cut all those out, including the home letters as well. And I kind of found a butterfly as well that I liked, so I included that too. So I'm just auditioning those houses on my hillside there. I want a kind of a hillside town kind of effect. So these are all of the houses, and I'm just again using that clear media to stick those down. Just some collage paste. And I'm also sticking down the home at the top, just deciding what the positioning should be for that lettering. And I wanted something that was just a little bit kind of, whimsical and quite jolly, really to look at. So that's kind of just making sure that the edges are cut off there nice and clean. No additional kind of overhangs. I don't think I kind of line the edges with this. Normally I go around with ink or something to give it a bit of a frame. I don't think I use that on here. So these are the new shapes, so the funny birds from Art by Marlene. And there's some really great images in here. So I'm having a bit of a rummage to see which ones I like. Just going through and again auditioning them on the page to see how they fit, and do they tell the story that I'm looking to tell. And in the end, I choose that chicken, the rooster, and the toucan on his motorbike, on his moped. So I really like the chicken. I think it's a chicken anyway. It could be a turkey. I don't know, but anyway, it's a chicken holding a cake. I really like that. That made me laugh, and I like the toucan with his friend on the carrier on the back on the pinion. Um, so I'm having a look at that, and here I'm just applying some white highlighting. Um, Again, no particular rhyme or reason, just wherever I fancied, and then I go around as well with some black highlighter, just to kind of give a bit of dimension to some areas of the picture. So I'm just showing some of that work here. I've gone through all of it, but I go across the whole page and just pick out. And then I'm freehanding some additional writing. So this is where I kind of make the point in terms of the story of this, which is around home is where the cake is. And I cut that out. I think I have 2 or 3 goes with this, and it's actually got some white lining around it as well, just to show. And yeah, so I don't put any kind of ink around the edge, but I do go around with a marker pen just to give a bit of a frame to the page. And I think my marker pen was having a bit of trouble really. Eventually it started working for me. So I go around with a stitching effect, and here's the rooster. Home is where the cake is. Thank you very much.